Juče smo proslavili Dan nezavisnosti, a danas čitav svijet slavi Svjetski dan zaštite biodiverziteta, a i to je prilika da saznamo da li u regionu postoji, da kažemo, mogućnosti da se ostvari saradnja i u ovom domenu, a moj sagovornik je ministar zaštitne životne sredine Albanije Fatmir Mediju. Sir, good day and welcome in the program of Atlas Television.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
What do you think? Is there any, how should I say, place for regional cooperation, considering the fact that we share common interests regarding environmental? For example, in Montenegro we have ongoing project that is called ecological yarns that binds us. Do you believe that there are international, regional yarns that might bind region in ecological segment?
I'm more than certain that we have a lot of possibilities to work together, and we are working together, especially with the Ministry of Environment of Montenegro, Ministry of Agriculture and Waters, because we are sharing together a lot of common things. And I can say that we are, blessed by God to have a lot of things, that other countries do not have. But being small countries and sharing a lot, we have to work together and build bridges and have common cross-border projects. Let me just come to one of the problems we had last year, like, the flooding in Bojana River, which brought us to a good understanding, both ministries, to work on an agreement that we signed and common projects that are looking to in order to prevent certain situations as the ones last year. But also we are working on Shkodra Lake or Skadar Lake, and which is of great importance, has a great biodiversity. And in all the other plans, we have found, a common view and common vision working together, and we are working now to get, other parts interested to have a co-financing as well in certain projects.
It is important to mention the plan of Albania and Croatian plan to build a nuclear power plant near Skadar, where River Bojana flows into Adriatic. What is the status of that ongoing project, which they say might not be environmentally friendly?
I have had this question before, even in Podgorica when I visited there. But
I'm a journalist, I have to ask everything.
Yeah, but you are right. I think this brings a concern, but also, the question is that we are talking about an idea of how to be, sufficient on the energy matters. And it's an idea to build, a nuclear plant, but I think what happened recently is bringing to us a lot of concerns. If something like this will happen, the main question is where is going to happen, what is the environmental impact assessment, what are the conditions that this will going to be built. So it will take years and years to talk about it, and as politicians we are more than open to see any concrete investment, but on the other hand we have to listen very carefully all the views of different people in how environmentally friendly this investment is going to be and how efficient it's going to be. So there are a lot of questions in place. We have a great will in, and everything that will be done will be in close cooperation with your government and with the governments of the neighbor countries for sure, but as well including, according to Aarhus Agreement, all parts of society to have their voice on it.
You had mentioned that there is institutional will on both sides, Montenegro and in Albania, talking about this issue, but I was wondering if you believe that Montenegrins and Albanians have ecological consciousness. Is that maybe a major problem?
I think it's a matter of education for sure. Our countries in the past didn't have this educational level of understanding and conscience about the environment, but I can congratulate Montenegro considering itself as, ecological country, which is very important, and the statement by the parliament and the understanding of parliamentarians is very important on that issue. And Albania is trying to move in the same direction. But as closer we work together, I think as politicians come to understand first and launching good policies, laws, I think then it will come to the point that everybody will understand the importance. We are talking about development, especially nowadays where the economy is very important, but having sustainable economy, the environment is one of the main pillars that we have to consider. That's what we are doing. And also we're trying to, become European countries. Europe is very keen to the environmental issues. We cannot do different from them, so it's better we start in the right foot and the right time in the right way Otherwise, we are going to spend more money and we are not going to be so cost efficient as we want to.
Albania is a member state of NATO. We in Montenegro have a public debate regarding the ecological consequences of potential membership. So, Albania signed to NATO 2-3 years ago. Are there any negative subsequences of that?
I used to be the Minister of Defense, so I was part of that NATO membership and I worked hard on that, and I can tell you openly that didn't bring any consequences on the environmental matters. I, wish that Montenegro become a NATO member. It has a lot to do with the country, has a lot to do with the region, and for sure, Montenegro is a very important part of this region to become a NATO country. And I haven't seen anything, which regarding to NATO has created complex issues with the environment. On the other hand, it helps. Are some NATO projects as well, which are involved in certain studies that has to do with the environment.
And final question for you and the son is, what was the reaction of Albanian public regarding the coming of former American President Bill Clinton to Montenegro?
Bill Clinton is more than welcome. We haven't privatized any American as Albanians, so we are more than happy that Bill Clinton is here. As we had President Bush coming, when he was sitting president, coming to Albania. I had a chance when Secretary Rumsfeld visited Montenegro and he visited Albania. I think this is an opportunity to bring people together and build bridges, and that's why I want to thank, Atlas Foundation and the Prime Minister of Montenegro, inviting also leaders from the region to come together. So I think the most important thing is having keynote speakers, President Clinton, and getting the message and see how we can work together. That's very important.
So thank you very much for talking to Atlas Television, and I wish you all the best in your further work.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks.